AITA for telling my husband that his affair child is not welcome in our home, and if he wants custody, he will have to move out. My husband and I have been married for 9 years. In 2021, we found out my husband was being sued for child support. Turns out my husband had an affair shortly after we were married. It nearly ended our marriage, but we went to counseling together, and I agreed to stay in the marriage with the following provisions. My husband was to get a second job so that his child support payments did not affect our household budget, and that at no point in time would I ever consider having a relationship with this child. If he wanted to pursue one with them, fine. But I have absolutely zero interest in this kid. So my husband has been getting to know his kid over the past couple years, and recently my husband came to me and informed me that there was some sort of baby mama drama. Apparently, she has to self-surrender in May and is going to be incarcerated for 8 months. My husband told me that he needed to take custody while his affair partner is locked up. Otherwise the kid would have to go to their grandparents, who basically live on the opposite coast from us. Their kid doesn't want to have to change schools or be so far away from their friends, dad and mom. She will be doing her time fairly local to us. So, after my husband told me that, I got up and left the house. I went to the grocery store on the corner and grabbed a copy of our area's apartment guide, went back home, and handed it to him. He asked if I was serious. I told him I still felt the same way as I did 3 years ago. He said he didn't think that was fair considering the extenuating circumstances. I told him I don't care about the circumstances. His kid is not welcome in my home. If he wanted to take custody, I will grant him an amicable divorce, but I am not changing my mind. I am not taking care of some other chick's kid. So, am I the a-hole?
AITA for poisoning my son against my ex-wife who cheated on me. My ex-wife, 34F, and I, 36M, officially split up a couple of years ago after she confessed to her affair. The divorce was a long and lengthy process, and it took almost a year to complete. We entered into a co-parenting arrangement with our son, 14M, and I got primary custody. My son was close with her, so I decided not to tell him about the actual reason for our divorce, and my ex-wife was very grateful for that. I only told him that we divorced because we had fallen out of love. However, a couple of months ago, I decided that there really was no point in lying to my son anymore, and that he deserved to know the truth. When I told him the truth, he was shocked but also extremely saddened. He started to resent his bio mom, and he no longer wanted to spend time with her. He's even started referring to my current girlfriend as mom. My girlfriend told me what I did was the right thing, and my son was at the age where he deserved to know the truth. A couple of days ago, however, my ex-wife called me in tears and accused me of poisoning our son against her. I told her that the only thing I told our son was the reason we actually divorced. I did not tell him anything else, or any negative thing about her. I just told him the truth. She asked me why I did it because it had now ruined her relationship with the person she loved most in the world. I just told her that I felt guilty hiding the truth from our son for so long and that he was going to find out sooner rather than later. That was the end of our conversation. AITA.